Hello, my name is Brian France. I'm running for president, since everybody else is, under the No Money Party. No Money Party stands for the fact that you should be able to be president without having millions and billions of dollars. Money never comes without strings attached, and the president should be answerable to only the people, not just the ones who paid him money. So it's my belief that we should not need all that money to be president. Today I would like to talk about the raising of the debt ceiling and the lowering of the credit of the United States government. It's amazing how the media has decided that that's such a surprising thing. Can't imagine why. If I get more debt, if I get more credit cards, take on another mortgage, and yet my income has not gone up, my credit goes down. Well, that's all the government did. Their income has actually gone down because people aren't working as much because there's no freaking jobs. But it also, you raise the debt ceiling, so your debt-to-income ratio just changed. And then they say, oh, we're surprised that our credit went down. No, you shouldn't be, unless you are a moron. But I don't believe they were surprised. I believe that they wanted an easy way out and were hoping people wouldn't drop the credit. Actually, some people, I believe, want the credit to drop. But neither here nor there. It's interesting that they're also trying to blame the Tea Party, who said the same thing that the financial institutions said when they lowered the credit. Even China's statement was, you cannot borrow out of debt. Duh! Where's logic in this government? This government has no logic. You blame the people who were telling you not to do something, and then you do it, and then blame the people who told you not to. Come on. You know what? Stand up for what you've done. Okay, we did something wrong, we're going to fix it. But they can't. They can't stand up for anything they've done. They've done everything wrong, and they've not stood up for anything. They have no character. They have no logic. They have nothing to offer the American people except for more misery. I promise that if I'm elected president, I will be very clear, and if I make a mistake, I will own it. Whoever makes a mistake should own it. I won't try to blame other people. I won't try to blame previous administrations. I'm not going to try to blame people who don't agree with me, which is really they're trying to, it's not working, but they're trying to blame people who are not for them. You know, it's dumb. There's not even any logic in what they're doing. They're just flailing and doing wrong things and failing miserably. So I promise, if I'm elected president, not to try to blame the people who are opposing me. I promise to own the problems and also own the solutions. I promise not to play the blame game. Now, I agree you should work with people. That doesn't mean you give them what's wrong. What's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. For the Republicans to have given in when they had no reason to was stupid. I'm sorry, I like Bonner as a person, but I think he failed. Bonner should have stood firm with a backbone and said, no, this is wrong. Because it was. And surprise, surprise, our credit went down. Duh. I mean, no offense, government, but duh. It's just ridiculous how they treat. They're in their little beltway up there in Washington, D.C. with no reality, with no checks and balances, and they're just doing whatever they want, and they ask each other if it's okay, but they're not asking us. Most of the American public don't want what they're doing, yet they're continuing to do it. Okay, they're not representing us. They're supposed to represent us, not themselves. Oh, we all think it's okay. Well, of course, the government's growing, so Washington, D.C. is growing. But you know what? The rest of the country's dying. So I promise, if I'm elected president, to stop the growth of the government, in fact, reduce it the best I can, and let private industry, which is who creates jobs, let private industry do what it's good at. The government shouldn't be in the business of making jobs anyway. The government should be getting out of the way of jobs, which is really the issue. And I promise to do that also. But the main thing I promise is to lower the debt ceiling the best I can, and if we can, get rid of this debt. Who knows? We got so much debt, but we got to work on it. If you don't work on it, it never gets better. Just like my debt at home. I'm working on paying off my mortgage. I'm not working on, oh, hey, I want a TV. Oh, I want this, I want that. Ooh, oh, wow, my credit went down. That's exactly what they're doing. It's just like you and me. If we said, oh, our credit cards are full, my income's the same, but I want that TV. I want that program. I want this. I want that. That's exactly what, it's a spoiled little brat. That's what our government is, spoiled little brat. I want. Oh, if you don't do what I do, I'll walk out of this meeting. I mean, just like Obama did. He was a spoiled brat. Oh, you're not playing nice. I'm going to leave. I'm going to take my ball and go home. We're not we're not playing games here. We're dying here. It's time to be serious and sit down and do some real negotiations about cutting. You can't fix debt by buying and by raising debt. Okay, we got debt, so we can raise debt so we can get out of debt? There's no logic there. So I promise to be logical if I'm elected. I promise to be realistic. And I promise to own the problems that I cause. Thank you for watching.